Hi guys, and welcome to Red Lipstick. Please excuse the messy background. We're not going to be looking at it long. I decided today that I wanted to go through my foundation drawer with you guys, just to show you guys some of my absolute favorite dry skin foundations and why I love them. So I hope that this will be helpful for anyone who has similar skin type to me or who likes the same kind of foundations that I like. And if you've never tried some of these, get some good recommendations. So let's take a look at my foundation drawer. So here is my foundation drawer. It's a little bit on the messy side, but it's not bad. So these are all the foundations that I currently own, except for ones that are discontinued. I took those out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these and just kind of share them with you, let you know why I like them and whatnot. So let's get to it. So right here on the top is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. These are the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundations. I do not like the regular L'Oreal True Match. I find it too drying on the skin, but the Lumi one is not the slightest bit drying at all. It also gives a really beautiful radiant kind of look. It's not overly dewy, but it does have radiance to it, so it is very loomy. So I think this is really pretty. I actually compare this a lot to my YSL foundation. This one, the Touche Éclat Latente foundation, I think that these are very, very similar. So if you're looking for something very similar to this one, definitely try out the True Match Lumi. Speaking of YSL foundations, I also have this one here. This is the Touche Éclat All-in-One Glow Foundation. This one is way, way more glowy and dewy than the regular one. Oops, breaking stuff. It's way more glowy than this one. So if you like a really super glowy foundation, definitely check out this one. It has very beautiful coverage. It's almost a full coverage foundation. I think it's really gorgeous on the skin and it's super, super glowy. So you can take down some of the glowiness with using a setting powder. But if you really like that glowy look, this is a great one. It's probably the most glowy, dewy foundation I have in my collection. Now this next one here, this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. This one I find to be a little bit more on the matte side, but also very full coverage. So I find it, even though it's matte, that it's not super drying at all. It looks beautiful on the skin. It's very skin-like. So it soaks into the skin and looks just gorgeous. So this is a great one if you're looking for a little bit more of a matte look, but you don't want it to be drying. This next one here is a Paula's Choice foundation. This is the Resist Anti-Aging Serum Foundation. It is a matte foundation that's a serum. So this one is going to give you that matte look, but it's going to be a lot less coverage. This one is very, very skin-like because it is a serum. It's like a skincare product. So it ends up looking very sheer on the skin, but it's matte. So it's still natural looking, but it gives you that matte look. So if you're looking for a really light coverage matte foundation, this is a really good one that does not look drying on the skin. Now this Becca one I haven't used in a long time because it actually is not quite the right color for me. It's a little bit too pink, but it's a very beautiful medium to high medium coverage foundation that's a little bit whipped. However, this one doesn't really sink into the skin very well. This one actually kind of sits on top of the skin a little bit. So this is probably one that I wouldn't really recommend for dry skins. I think this is more suited toward a oily skin. Let's get some of the foundations out of the way that I don't really like. There's not many in here, but I don't love them. Another one is this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This had so much hype. It's like an Allure #1 product or something like that. I don't find it great. I don't really like it. It doesn't give me enough coverage. It doesn't really even out my skin tone for that matter. And I can't find a color that matches me. So I feel like their color selection for fair skin tones is very limited. But it does look pretty on the skin, I guess. If you're looking for that very minimal coverage, you might really like this. And if you can find your shade match, it is a really very, very minimal coverage. It's like a BB cream essentially. But I do have BB creams that I like better than this because they give better coverage. So I'm not a huge fan of this, and it's one of those products that I kind of regret buying. This one here is another product that keeps showing up in my collection even though I don't like it. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I don't like this at all. I feel like it looks very drying on the skin, so I'm not a fan of this at all. It's supposed to be a more dewy foundation. It's supposed to look really photo focused and stuff. I find that it just looks dry and it sits on top of my skin instead of soaks in. So I don't like this one either. I think those are all the foundations that I have that I don't like. So let's go back to ones I do like. This one. This is the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. This is absolutely beautiful on the skin. You can get about medium coverage out of this. It has a beautiful radiance and it just covers all of my imperfections and evens out my skin tone. I think it's a really beautiful product. Cushion foundations tend to be really nice for dry skin just because they're a little bit more liquidy and they help with hydration. So I definitely recommend this if you're looking for like a medium coverage foundation with a little bit of glow. If you're looking for a more matte foundation that is kind of like airbrushed looking, I would definitely recommend the Maybelline Dream Velvet. This foundation, not a lot of people like, but I happen to be one of the people that do like it. I don't find it drying at all. It looks beautiful on my skin. It just blends in beautifully. It's a nice soft matte like it says finish, so it's not completely matte. It does have a little bit of radiance to it, but if you're looking for a beautiful kind of photo focus, photo finished kind of look, that's what this one gives me. So I would try this one out. These two here are my Ordinary Serum Foundation and the Coverage Foundation. I find these very, very similar. The Coverage Foundation just gives a little bit more coverage. It's barely noticeable though, so you could really go with either of these. They both pretty much perform the same on the skin. They are like, this one's a serum. It's called the Serum Foundation. They both perform like serums. They both soak into the skin and give really beautiful coverage. They are like some of my absolute favorite foundations in this whole collection. I think they're just beautiful on the skin because of how skin-like they look. So these are actually a total dupe for my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Total dupes. I did a dupe video about these, or a video about dupes, and these were one of my dupes. The Giorgio Armani foundation is beautiful. I wore it on my wedding day. It has beautiful medium coverage with a gorgeous radiance to it, and that's what these serum foundations look like too. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative for the Giorgio Armani foundation, which is $64, these ordinary ones are only $8 and they look the same. So I would recommend these over the Giorgio Armani, even though I love it so much. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, I absolutely love. It is so gorgeous on my skin. It has the right amount of coverage. It's like a high medium coverage, and it has a beautiful glow to it. So again, it's very similar to my YSL foundations that have a lot of glow. Not quite as much glow as the one YSL foundation. This one here, not quite as much as this one, but it does have a beautiful radiance to it. I do tend to take it down on my problem areas of my skin with a powder just so it doesn't emphasize the problem areas that I have. Like I have acne pitting. I take it down with a powder so it's not so noticeable, but I leave the rest of my face unpowdered so you can see that beautiful glow. It's just so gorgeous, very skin-like. I definitely recommend this one. I do not like the Infallible matte one. I'm not a fan. I feel like it's too drying and too cakey looking. One of the most beautiful foundations that looks the most skin-like and that I absolutely love is the HD Liquid Coverage from Catrice. Now, unfortunately, this foundation only has like 4 shades, so if you can find your shade, great. You will not be disappointed in this foundation. It is so beautiful. It looks like skin. It looks like you have airbrushed gorgeous skin. It gives a little bit of glow. It's medium to high medium to full coverage without looking full coverage. You know, sometimes foundations can be full coverage and they look very cakey. This one is completely skin-like but full coverage. So that just means that the product blends into the skin very well and it looks just so natural and beautiful. I always have one of the best makeup days when I'm wearing this foundation. A foundation that is relatively new to me that I am actually really liking is the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows foundation. I actually found this foundation to be very matte looking. It's not very glowy, but the coverage on this is insane. I do not recommend using this with a beauty blender. If you've tried it, but I've only tried it with a beauty blender, definitely try a brush because you're gonna get full coverage with this, and it's also gonna be a little bit more matte. There is some glow to it, but you know, it's really more on the matte side. I would say it's maybe like a soft glow or something like that. But I'm actually really liking this because of the coverage. It's so full coverage without being cakey. So I just think it's a beautiful foundation, very natural looking on the skin again, and Burt's Bees is one of It's actually one of the more expensive brands at the drugstore, but I do think this is a very affordable foundation. So as you guys can probably see from my collection, I do like a more glowy look. I have a lot of foundations that are very similar. This is another one that is very similar to a lot that I've mentioned. This is the Ready Set Gorgeous from CoverGirl. It's another glowy foundation, very, very similar to the Infallible Pro Glow, but less glowy. It's just has a little bit of glow to it, I would say, but it's a very like natural everyday foundation if you're looking for something for work or for school. It's really, really pretty. It's very skin-like, gives a little bit of glow, not too much to be like overly noticeable, but I think this is a very good everyday one. So I definitely recommend this if you're looking for like a casual everyday foundation. This is my favorite and only BB cream. No, I have two BB creams in here. This is my favorite BB cream in my collection. This is the Maybelline Dream Pure BB Cream 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. So this is actually a BB cream that works like a foundation. It has the coverage of a foundation, but yet looks very skin-like. So it soaks into the skin again and really kind of evens out the skin tone and just makes my skin look amazing. And the thing that I love about this is the one that's for acne. So if you're acne prone, this one is so good at not causing any breakouts. So this is the one that I like to use. I like to use it in summer, especially when it's really hot and I don't want to wear a ton of makeup because I'm afraid it's going to melt off my face. This is a product that's very lightweight, that's not going to melt off your face. So I use it in summer all the time, and I just think it's a beautiful product because of how much coverage it gives for a BB cream. This product is very similar. This is the AOA Studio Perfect BB cream. It's very similar to the other one, except it doesn't have that acne fightingness to it. I definitely recommend this because it's only $1. This is from the Shop Miss A website, which I can link in the info box down below if you're interested in looking at Shop Miss A products. But I think this is so, so good. It's just an incredible BB cream for only $1. It works so well on the skin. It looks very skin-like. It gives amazing coverage and it lasts all day. So I can't even believe this is $1. So I definitely recommend this if you're looking for a really cheap alternative to foundation. This one here, I've heard a lot of people either love this or hate this. This I purchased as a recommendation from the Jam Beauty channel here on YouTube. This is the Revlon 24-Hour Color Stay Whipped Foundation. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It does kind of sit on top of the skin a little bit rather than soak in, but I don't feel like it's overly noticeable. Like, it doesn't look cakey, but you can see it on top of the skin. I do feel like it has a beautiful radiance though. It's gorgeous. It looks very skin-like. I do feel like it has a beautiful radiance though, which I love about it, so that's why I recommend it. It doesn't look drying on the skin either, so it's great for dry skin as well. This is my all-time favorite drugstore foundation. This is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous Foundation. It's that beautiful mix between matte and dewy. It's kind of like a satin foundation, very, very skin-like, high medium coverage. This is just a absolutely beautiful one if you're looking for, again, an everyday foundation that's not going to fail you. So you know what it's going to look like and it's not going to fail you throughout the day. It's always just such a beautiful foundation on the skin, very natural, and I love it. This is the Light Illusion Foundation from Flower Beauty. This one I do compare to my YSL foundation as far as glowiness. It gives a gorgeous, very strong glow. So this is one that you might want to take down the glow a little bit with a powder if you have any problem areas on your skin, any acne scarring, any acne at all. It's going to emphasize that. So I do recommend it though if you do have, you know, relatively good skin and you're looking for a really glowy foundation that gives great coverage and that's very skin-like. Next up, this is actually a foundation that I have not used in a very long time. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is a very matte foundation and it's very high coverage. So I recommend this if you're looking for that, the matte coverage and high coverage. I tend not to reach for this anymore because I do prefer more glowy foundations, and I do feel like this has a little bit too much coverage than what I'm looking for. Now that I'm older, I like my skin to kind of show, and I like to have like my freckles show and stuff. This covers up my freckles. So I don't really reach for this anymore, but if you're looking for that strong coverage, this is a good one. A really gorgeous foundation that I like to use on brides for their wedding is this one, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot of hype about this foundation. It is a beautiful one. It just looks very skin-like, very, very good coverage. Again, another high medium to full coverage foundation, but it looks skin-like. So it doesn't sit on top of the skin, it melts into the skin. This is one that I recommend too for more mature women or men that want to wear makeup but don't want it to look cakey. So I definitely recommend this too, because it's actually meant to not move and not go into fine lines and wrinkles and stuff. So that's why I recommend it for more mature people. So yeah, this is a really, really good one, and I recommend it if you're looking for a wedding foundation and you don't want to splurge on Giorgio Armani like I did. This is such a great one. And last but not least is my CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. This is a beautiful foundation. I just cannot find a shade match for me, so I mix it with my little white mixer in here. It's a beautiful foundation. It's got a little bit of glowiness. Again, it's Healthy Elixir, so it's more like a serum texture, so it soaks into the skin. This one has a little bit less coverage than a lot of my foundations. This one has more of just a straight medium coverage. So if you're looking for something like that, this would be a good one. Just hopefully if you're pale, you can find your skin shade, because this is the lightest one, 705, and it's way too dark for me. So if you have like a white mixer, that would be great. Otherwise, I definitely would recommend some of the other ones that I've mentioned in this video. This little thing, if you're wondering, is actually a mix of all my foundations. I did that video that was trending a while back. I mix all my foundations together and try them on my face. This was actually a really, really good foundation, and actually I wear it from time to time because it gives beautiful coverage, has a gorgeous glow to it, and sinks into the skin. So a lot of my foundations, what I look for out of them is a foundation that sinks into the skin, that looks very skin-like, that's very glowy, but not too glowy to emphasize my texture, and that does not look drying. So a lot of the foundations I have here meet those criteria, except for a rare few that I just don't reach for as much. But yeah, I pretty much recommend all these foundations except for the ones that I said that I don't like. And I really hope that you guys found some good recommendations here, maybe different ones to try. I have a lot of drugstore foundations, so a lot of these are affordable. So yeah, I really hope that this video was helpful and that you guys enjoyed it, got some good recommendations out of it. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.